Have you ever felt a sudden pang of worry as you reached for the handrail, realizing your legs aren't as steady as they once were? That fear of losing your independence or becoming a burden is something many of my patients face every day. But in the quiet villages of Okinawa, Japan, elders stay strong by embracing Shokuiku, the wisdom of food education. Today, I want to share a path of hope, 20 plant-based foods that actually contain more protein than meat, helping you rebuild muscle and vitality naturally. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from, and what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. In my years of clinical practice, many of my patients over 60 express the same concern. Doctor, I find it harder to chew and digest heavy steaks, but I feel my muscles getting weaker every day. It's a delicate balance, isn't it? We need the strength, but our bodies crave something gentler. This is where we look toward the ancient wisdom of the East. In Japan, there is a traditional Buddhist cuisine called Shojin Ryori, which focuses on plant-based vitality. One of the stars of this tradition is seitan, often referred to as vital wheat gluten. When we look at it in its dry form, the numbers are truly staggering. It contains up to 75 grams of protein per 100 grams, which is more than double the protein found in a cooked chicken breast. But it's not just about the total amount of protein, it's about how that protein works for your aging body. Seitan is particularly rich in an essential amino acid called leucine. Think of leucine as the master switch that tells your body to start building and repairing muscle tissue. For those of you feeling that loss of strength in your legs or a hollowness in your arms, incorporating this high leucine food can be a gentle way to support muscle protein synthesis without the heaviness of animal fats. It's about giving your body the right tools to stay firm and capable. As we move from the fields to the deep blue of the ocean, we find another miracle of nature that the Japanese have cherished for centuries: spirulina. Often called green gold, this dried algae is a nutritional powerhouse. By weight, dried spirulina powder consists of 57.5% to nearly 67% protein. This means that in just a small 100-gram portion, you are receiving about 67 grams of pure protein. What makes it even more special for my senior patients is that it is a complete protein. It contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. Beyond just muscle support, many of you tell me you feel exhausted or foggy as the day goes on. Spirulina is incredibly rich in iron and B-complex vitamins, which are vital for your energy levels and cognitive clarity. Imagine adding a small spoonful to your morning smoothie or a warm soup. It's a simple, non-intrusive habit that mirrors the Japanese philosophy of Kaizen, or making small, continuous improvements every day. This simple addition doesn't just nourish your muscles. It fuels your entire spirit for the day ahead. Sometimes the most profound changes in our health don't come from massive overhauls, but from the simple, quiet additions we make to our daily bowls. In Japan, there is a beautiful concept called sunao, which celebrates simplicity and being true to nature. We can embrace this by using nutritional yeast, a golden savory flake that many of my patients call magic dust. It provides about 60 grams of protein per 100 grams. What makes it a staple in my recommendations is that it's a complete protein and a powerhouse of B-complex vitamins. For a senior, this means you can boost your protein intake significantly without having to eat a large, heavy volume of food that might make you feel uncomfortably full. Moving on to a flavor that is very dear to our American hearts, peanut butter, but reimagined for longevity. Peanut butter powder is a brilliant innovation where 85% of the oil and fat is removed, leaving behind a concentrated 54 grams of protein per 100 grams. When we look at protein density, this humble powder is actually superior to a traditional steak or poultry. It's a wonderful way to enjoy that nostalgic taste in your morning oatmeal or yogurt while protecting your heart from excess saturated fats. It reminds me of the Japanese focus on balance, taking what we love and refining it to serve our health better as we age. For those of you who occasionally miss the texture of meat in your stews or stir-fries, I often recommend soya chunks, also known as TVP. In its dry form, it contains an impressive 52 grams of protein per 100 grams, which is double the amount found in raw ground beef. As a doctor, I particularly appreciate that this is a protein with high digestive quality. As our digestive enzymes naturally decrease with age, choosing foods that the body can easily break down and absorb is vital to ensuring that protein actually reaches your muscles. It's a gentle plant-based way to keep your body resilient and strong, much like the sturdy bamboo that bends but never breaks in the Japanese landscape. Moving from the convenience of powders, let's sit down at the dinner table together and rethink our main dishes. In Japan, the concept of Shokuiku teaches us that food is the first medicine, and this is beautifully seen in how they embrace legumes. Instead of traditional wheat pasta, which can sometimes feel heavy and provide only modest nutrition, I often suggest my patients try pasta made from green dal and edamame. These vibrant alternatives provide a staggering 51 grams of protein per 100 grams, which is significantly higher than the 13 grams found in regular wheat pasta or even most cooked meats. Because they are a complete protein source, they ensure your body receives every building block it needs to maintain those precious muscles. But the real heart of Japanese longevity often lies in the most humble of beans, the whole soybean. Many of you might worry about replacing chicken, but whole soybeans contain about 36.5 grams of protein per 100 grams in their dry form, which actually surpasses a chicken breast. Soy is a remarkable gift because it offers a complete protein profile with a very balanced amino acid structure. It's like providing your body with a perfectly designed blueprint for repair, allowing you to stay active and independent long into your golden years. And speaking of potential, have you ever thought about the hidden power inside a tiny seed waiting to grow? This brings us to the wonder of sprouting, a process the Japanese deeply respect for unlocking vitality. Take sprouted watermelon seeds, for example. They reach a remarkable 35.71 grams of protein per 100 grams, which is higher than roast chicken or ground beef. The magic here is that the sprouting process increases the bioavailability of nutrients and reduces phytic acid. For a senior's digestive system, this means the protein is pre-unlocked, making it much easier for your body to absorb and use without causing bloating or discomfort. As we seek to keep our internal environment calm and balanced, we find comfort in seeds that soothe as they strengthen, such as hulled hemp seeds. These tiny seeds contain 30 to 31.6 grams of protein per 100 grams, roughly the same as a cooked chicken breast. What I find most beneficial for my patients is that hemp is a complete protein source that is very easy to absorb and has an alkalizing effect on the body. By helping to maintain an alkaline balance, you are not just building muscle. You are also protecting your kidney function and reducing systemic inflammation, allowing you to move with more grace and less pain. As we deepen our journey into plant-based strength, we must look at the foundation of our movement, our bones and joints. In Japan, there is a beautiful spirit called Kizuna, the bond that connects us to our community and our heritage. We can build a similar bond with our bodies by choosing foods that provide both protein and the minerals essential for skeletal health. Consider the humble pumpkin seed, a tiny powerhouse containing approximately 29.84 to 30 grams of protein per 100 grams. What I find remarkable as a physician is that these seeds have a higher protein density than many cuts of beef of the same weight. More importantly for you, they are overflowing with zinc, iron, and magnesium, the very minerals your body craves to maintain bone density and prevent those painful midnight cramps. Building on this foundation of mineral-rich protein, we find another miracle in the process of sprouting. I often share with my patients the story of how a simple chickpea can be transformed. By merely allowing it to sprout, the protein content leaps from 8.86 grams to a staggering 25.71 grams per 100 grams. This simple act of patience elevates the humble chickpea to a level that surpasses the protein content of ground beef with 10% fat. It is a gentle reminder of the Japanese appreciation for ma, the meaningful pause or space that allows for growth. By letting our food breathe and grow, we receive a more potent medicine for our aging muscles without the inflammatory fats found in red meat. For those who struggle with digestion or slow transit, which is common as we reach our 70s, split peas are a true blessing. They provide 25 grams of protein per 100 grams, a figure higher than many types of fish or lean pork. But their true value lies in their high fiber content. In a traditional Japanese home, meals are often served in small, balanced portions that prioritize gut health. Split peas mirror this philosophy, offering a protein source that supports your strength while ensuring your digestive system remains light and efficient. It is about feeling satisfied after a meal, not weighed down. As we look for ways to keep our favorite comfort foods on the table, we can turn to modern innovations like chickpea pasta. With 24.56 grams of protein per 100 grams, it stands on equal footing with lean ground beef and far surpasses processed options like sausages. This allows you to enjoy a familiar, comforting bowl of pasta while knowing you are fueling your body with high-quality, clean protein. It is this balance of tradition and thoughtful choices that allows us to age with dignity and strength. But the journey of transformation doesn't stop here. There are even more ancient secrets waiting for us in the world of fermentation. As we look deeper into the sources of strength, we encounter a unique legume that bridges the gap between ancient traditions and modern health needs: the lupin bean. For my patients who are mindful of their blood sugar, lupin is a remarkable discovery containing over 35% protein in its dry form and about 16 grams per 100 grams once cooked. What makes it stand out in the world of plants is its exceptionally low starch content and its incredible richness in fiber, which makes up 30% of its weight. It is a gentle way to fuel your muscles while keeping your energy level steady and your digestion smooth, reflecting the Japanese principle of haku, the transformative power of time and patience. This journey into the microscopic world of health leads us to a fascinating source known as mycoprotein or fungal protein. Many people are surprised to learn that this protein, containing 11 to 14 grams per 100 grams, offers a protein-to-calorie ratio that far exceeds many fatty cuts of beef. As a doctor, I find its quality truly perfect, as its DIAAS score. A measure of how well our bodies can use the amino acids is on par with eggs or milk. It provides all the building blocks your body needs to repair itself, but in a form that is much kinder to your heart and your waistline, allowing you to maintain a youthful vigor without the heaviness of animal products. This brings us to what many consider the crown jewel of the Japanese diet, natto. In the quiet mornings of Japan, you will often find elders enjoying this fermented soybean dish, which contains between 17.6 and 19.4 grams of protein per 100 grams. The fermentation process is a gift to the aging body because it breaks down complex proteins, making them much easier for you to digest. But the benefits reach far beyond muscle. The fermentation process also synthesizes vitamin K2 and an enzyme called nattokinase. This powerful combination is a doctor's dream for senior care, as it helps protect your cardiovascular system and strengthens your bones, giving you the structural integrity to walk with confidence and grace. In a similar spirit of traditional wisdom, we find tempeh, another fermented soy treasure that provides 19 to 20 grams of protein per 100 grams. This is comparable to the protein found in many types of fish or lamb, but with one vital advantage for your digestive health: it retains all of the soybean's natural fiber. By choosing fermented foods like natto and tempeh, you are following in the footsteps of the world's longest-living people, nourishing your body with living food that supports your strength from the inside out. As we master the art of fermentation, we realize that true strength often comes from the smallest, most patient processes of nature, leading us naturally to the ancient grains that have sustained civilizations for millennia. As we reach the final part of our journey, we turn to the tiny grains that have sustained entire civilizations for thousands of years. In my practice, I often meet patients who feel that their meals are incomplete without a heavy starch, but I encourage them to look toward amaranth. This ancient seed contains 13.6 to 14.5 grams of protein per 100 grams of raw grain. While that total might seem lower than a steak, the quality of its protein is among the very best in the world. It provides a complete ratio of all 9 essential amino acids that your body needs to stay resilient. Similarly, the tiny teff grain offers 12.2 to 13.3 grams of protein. Teff is a nutritional treasure because it provides a complete amino acid profile, is exceptionally high in lysine, and is packed with the calcium and iron your bones and blood crave. Perhaps the most surprising realization for many of my patients happens in the produce aisle. In Japan, there is a deep reverence for the seasons often seen in the practice of eating food at its peak of freshness. Spinach and broccoli are true leaders when we measure protein by calorie density. While they may look light on your plate, 51% of the calories in spinach and 33 to 45% of the calories in broccoli actually come from protein. In fact, a 100-calorie serving of these vibrant greens provides more protein than a 100-calorie serving of lean ground beef. This is a gentle way to nourish your body without the heavy caloric burden that often leads to unwanted weight gain as we age. Many of you worry that plants might not be as efficient as meat, but modern science tells a different story. When we measure protein using the DIAAS system, which focuses on digestibility and quality, many plant sources like soy or mycoprotein are completely equivalent to beef or whey. If a single plant is missing an amino acid, you can easily bridge that gap by combining foods such as eating peas with rice. I once had a patient named Mr. Anderson who was struggling with muscle loss. He was amazed to learn that even common staples like corn and potatoes provide leucine, the trigger for muscle building, more effectively than many animal proteins. By combining these simple ingredients, you create a powerful, muscle-building team right in your kitchen. Choosing these plant sources offers what I call a holistic matrix of benefits. Unlike meat, which often brings saturated fats and cholesterol, these plant foods carry a wealth of fiber, antioxidants, and phytochemicals. They help you feel full longer, manage your weight, reduce inflammation throughout your body, and protect your precious kidney function through their alkalizing properties. In Japan, before eating, people say itadakimasu, a grateful acknowledgement of the life and energy the food provides. By choosing these 20 plant wonders, you are not just eating for survival. You are inviting the vibrant energy of nature to help you stay strong, independent, and full of life for years to come. My dear friends, aging does not have to mean a loss of power. By making small, daily changes inspired by both modern science and the wisdom of cultures like Japan, you can reclaim your vitality. Whether it's adding a sprinkle of nutritional yeast to your soup or choosing edamame over processed meats, every choice is a step toward independence. Thank you for spending this time with me. Please remember, the health-related information on YouTube does not apply to everyone and is not medical advice. If you have health concerns, you must contact a doctor or hospital for advice. If you believe you are in an emergency, contact a doctor or call your local emergency number immediately.